Hey, we're shaking. This is Sonny in the 419. I'm down here at the Village House with Dean Van Ness. How
Sonny,
you doing, man?
great. It's nice to have you here.
It's a beautiful place. You know, how old, do you have any idea how old this house is?
The house itself, no, but it's been, the Village House has been active since '95.
95. Wow.
Yes, and it was started by a great group of people. They saw a need in our community to have a supervised visitation facility.
Right.
Because you get in custody battles and stuff like that, you have there's got to be some sort of supervision with some of these cases, and it's normally court ordered.
Haven. Yeah.
Yes, and our motto here is to provide a safe, non-judgmental place for children to see both their parents or whatever visiting custodial or visiting parent they have are supposed to see. Because at the end of the day, these kids need to have family. You know, they need to have some structure. They need to have some base,
that's a key word, structure.
and they need to have some love. You know,
Yep.
It takes a community for sure. This place definitely takes a community.
Yeah.
But we're trying to provide a non-judgmental. You know, we have no agendas here. Our only agenda is to provide a safe place for the children. You know?
And what's your role here? You're on the board?
Yes. I usually don't tell too many people that. You know, I got involved with Village House through my daughter Ava. This has been a big charity of hers for a long time, and that's how I found out about it. And then they needed some board members, and they asked me, and it's not really. I don't know what to say here. I don't want to be part of something that's not really. I don't have the time to mess around. This place is very deserving of some time, and it needs a lot of help. It's not. There's nothing here that is glamorous or sexy or. This is low down dirty work here. We're not having parties. We're not. It's not a social club. It is.
You're filling a gap that's helping a lot of people.
It is there's a huge gap in our community for this, and we're the only facility around.
Exactly.
It's
that's what I was going to ask you. I don't think there's. I'm trying to think.
No, we're the one. CPS has. We actually had a contract with CPS this year. We fought very hard to get for them to pay us per visit because we're providing a service, and we had it for about 8 months, and now they've ended the contract, so they'll no longer be sending. I guess we still get clients, but they don't pay us. Some of our clients come from outside the counties, all surrounding counties. If they have somebody in our county that has visitation, they can do it through here, and we have agreements with all the surrounding counties. So if we host a visit, we get reimbursement from them. The juvenile court, Sandusky County Juvenile Court, sends a lot of people our way. We do not receive funds from them. It's a lot of people don't know that. It is.
I did not know that.
I don't know. We just don't receive the funds. They're there. They're in the budget, but we don't receive them. So that would be something to ask a county commissioner because they're the ones that do the budget. So.
Well, we definitely need to maybe have that considered somehow.
So we basically run off of private donations.
Okay.
And that's what we're starting this Together Our Community Can Lift campaign, and we're looking for donors there. And we'll show you some of that a little later on.
Right. Together, would you call it?
Together, our community. Together we can lift. Together we can lift our community. So.
Together we can lift our like the movie.
Like the movie Lift. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to keep things going here.
I think this is a huge awareness issue. I think.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have no clue about it unless they all of a sudden need it for some reason.
It's a lot of people think it's a homeless shelter. A lot of people think it does other stuff in the community, but we just help the kids, you know, and that's why I'm here. You know, if you want to make a difference in the community, get out and find a nonprofit.
You're absolutely right.
Do some work.
Yeah, you'll see.
I mean, you've brought a lot of awareness to a lot of things. I mean, you've helped my industry considerably, you know, and it's not easy, and it takes a lot of time and effort and money, but at the end of the day, it helps. It helps our community, you know, and that's why I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you're here, man, because I could
tell.
I talked to you before about this, and I could tell. I thought, man, you're really passionate about this.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have much free time, but what I do have, I'm trying to help our community, and to me, this is the best way to do it. You know, you got to give these kids a fair shake. You got to give them whatever help you can give these kids in our community to help raise better adults, because better adults raise better kids, and it's tough. We're in tough times. You know?
Yes, we are. You know what, Dean? We're gonna you're gonna take me around and
Yeah.
show me around, and so I'm looking forward to seeing all the different rooms. It's a lot bigger here than I thought.
Oh, this is the old rectory, old nunnery rectory,
Okay.
and
That's what I was going to ask you too.
so we
That's
get
what I
this.
heard.
It's still through the church, and they give us a very, very favorable lease on it.
Well, that's great.
But the downside is, at any time they could.
Yeah, you never
If they-
know. They could pull that from
Yeah,
you.
if they want to turn this into a
Someone's
parking
still got
lot.
to pay the electric, and somebody's
We
got to
take we take care of all
heat.
that. You know, we get a nice lease, but we're still in charge of
Yeah,
utilities.
you guys are in charge of that.
And hence part of the cost of running an operation like
Right.
this. We don't produce anything here. All we do is provide a safe haven for visitation. But there's a lot of cost involved with that: heating, electric, our monitoring systems, and payroll is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're running very.
So basically, is there going to be like, is this just a donor drive, or is this?
Yes.
Is there?
It's a donor drive. We're looking for corporate sponsorship. So
Okay.
each balloon will be. We're asking for $2,000 for a yearly sponsorship, and your name will
Okay.
go on a balloon, and we'll show you that later on, the mural. But listen, we'll take anything.
Right.
You know, it's not like some places like where a homeless shelter needs goods.
Right.
You know,
need socks or
So-
whatever.
yes, absolutely.
Blankets.
Our big thing here, which we need some of that stuff, but operating expenses
Operating expenses, yeah.
are the biggest thing for payroll and basic, you know, utilities. That's not something fun to ask for. You know, well, what can we do? Operating expenses.
Yeah,
you know, cash
exactly.
money is a tough
Right.
thing to ask for.
It is.
You know.
But all right. Thanks a lot, Dean, and
Sure.
we'll take a look around.
Right on. Let's go have a walk. Which room? This
Oh,
one?
this is a nice little like a little bit of game room
Yeah,
here.
a little bit of game room here. Birthdays are a big thing, of course.
Right.
Like the giving birthday thing campaign that's going on in the county right now. But birthdays are something individual that an individual child can really latch on to.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, every kid knows about a birthday.
Yep. This room's pretty special because our facility has a fully operational kitchen.
Oh, wow.
So, to me, that's a big thing. If parents want to come cook with their children, help make a meal.
Make a cake or
Yes,
cupcakes
and
or
just
Yeah.
that's passing on life skills. You know, another thing that we're working on now. There's a group that's going to be doing some parenting classes here, and we feel that's huge.
Very,
You know, we're trying
very.
to help. A lot of people just don't have the skills it takes. You know, we're trying to lift everybody up. You know, and parenting skills are definitely something that almost all of us can use.
I look at Village House as being an incredibly important part of this community. This is a safe place for kids and families to visit, especially children who have been through trauma, who have been through difficulties, whatever those may be. And this is just also an opportunity for parents to be parents when they haven't had the opportunity to do so.
Well, pretty much the same thing as what Leah said. But what's really important to me is the fact that this is an environment that we can kind of shut the outside world out. Families are dealing with a whole lot of issues, and sometimes those families are looking for help, they're looking for assistance to try and bring that family unit back together. We're able to provide an aspect of that by creating this safe space that a parent and a child have accessibility to one another. It's giving a parent an opportunity to parent their child without whatever has, caused some issues to break that down. So this is a place it's a big giant house. It functions like a family house, and we just make sure everybody's safe and the kids are not left to feel responsible for whatever is going on in their parents' lives.
And I think that's what makes Village House unique in that we're not, while we call ourselves a facility, we are a home. This is quite literally a home, and it's treated like a family environment. Between having a kitchen where people can come in and cook meals, and actually be able to interact with their kids while also engaging in skills. And I think that for me, it's not sterile, it's welcoming, it's warm, and I think that's what is really awesome about our building here. I don't even want to call it a facility. I hate calling it a facility because to me it's so much more than that.